Being honest and having strong moral principles, even when no one is watching you, is called integrity. And on today's episode of today's live, we're talking about work and integrity, workplace integrity. How much of honesty do you have? Respect, humility, commitment, and loyalty to your job or your business. How much do you have? See, we keep talking about success, but without integrity, you go nowhere. So, during the discussion, join the train. We're going to be talking about integrity. Engineer Tony J. Nakali is seated. Sambo Slumo and Jamima.
Before we like this time.
Let's not start on this note. It's Monday.
Why would
It's
you
Monday.
just tell people that I'm seated? Who has ever seen you standing on this show?
Okay, let me not bring that. Those moments that will take a break and so you can stretch and sit back. So this is not the moment. He's sitting.
I will replace you on this show very soon.
See now, wow.
I will replace you.
But
on
you know,
this
yeah.
show. Me and Geneva, we are not here.
At all.
Even me too, I didn't came.
So let me apologize. No, I'm sorry.
Your apologies are always fake.
I'm sorry.
They are not real. They are not
I'm sorry.
genuine.
My one and only presenter, like the one in whom I'm well pleased. You know how it used to be when you're not on today's live. We're all like, oh,
Are you serious?
true.
Maybe I should be skipping this so
Yeah,
that
no,
you more. So that you more.
We have done it enough. So
Somebody called me and asked me if I've left Equity. I said, why this question? He said, I don't see you on today's life.
that was last month.
I am always on today's life. You just don't look well.
Okay, good to have you all. And it's Monday. For some people, this is one of the days that they don't want to wake up to. Like,
And it's a day I always look forward to
so
because it charts a course for the rest
true,
of the week. For
very
me.
true.
Yeah, I always look forward to.
So while some people don't look forward to the Monday,
Mm.
they rather prefer the TGIF. Thank God it's Friday, and it was
It's
TDJX
poor people.
and TDJX that said that if you are that person that every Friday, thank God it's Friday, something is wrong with you and what you're doing. You should
It's
leave.
poor people. You see, I didn't even know what TJ said, but
Mm.
it's poor people with poor people's mentality.
Mm.
And when we say poor people, we don't mean people with the absence of cash.
Mm.
No, people with misplaced priority.
Mm. Mm.
There is no day to me that is more glorious or bigger than the other day. No. Every day the Bible says is a day that the Lord has made.
Mm.
It didn't say Monday. It didn't say Friday. It didn't say Sunday. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let's rejoice and be glad in it. So Monday is as prosperous, as blissful, as great, as fulfilling as Tuesday all the way to Sunday.
Probably those people just feel, weekends are times where you
That's why
rest.
I'm telling you they are poor people. It's poor people's mentality. Because you will say from Monday to Friday just to spend for Friday and then you wait for Monday. No. People like us, we spend every day. We enjoy every day. Why? Because the joy of the Lord is our strength.
Awesome.
We don't have to wait till Friday to celebrate a week.
Yeah.
You see, you don't have to wait till Friday.
What if you don't reach Friday?
What if you don't reach? Or what if they steal your Friday money, the plans you have? What if they steal it on Friday afternoon?
Because you work morning to evening and then you have the weekends to go out, visit, do
The
one.
best time, Joyce, to relax is when you don't have time. The best time to relax is when you don't have time. When you are busy and you are happy about what you are doing, there's nothing more relaxing than that. But you think, okay, if you have a contract of 10 million and they are asking you, this document is wrong, this document, go and correct it and bring it, and it will take you 6 hours. Do you think you will feel 6 hours is going? Because you know that once you are done, 10 million will be in your account.
True.
Okay, that's labor for 6 hours, right? Do you think the prisoner who is sentenced with hard labor and given 2 hours to work, do you think he's happy for every minute of these 2 hours? So I think people must redefine how they understand life. Redefine it. You can't wait till a particular day. Like people right now, people are saving for Christmas. How? I'm telling you, there are people that are already saving. Say, let's buy rice now. By December, it will be 70,000. It's a wrong way to think.
And it will come and pass house within the 20
It is a wrong way to think. Why won't you just increase your revenue so that you feel buying rice at 80,000 effortlessly? You buy rice 80,000. Increase your revenue. When people are complaining, things are hard, things are this. This is an opportunity for you to.
There are people that are making money.
To make much more money. To make much more money. So that the things that people are complaining are expensive, you can effortlessly buy it. Anytime you see something go up, see it as an opportunity for your revenue to be diversified.
We need to talk about incremental wealth.
You understand? But people just sit down and then they are caged by salary, they are caged by allowances, they are caged by will client come, will client not come, they are caged by this week I'm sewing for only 5 people. They are no, you can't be caged by that. You have to think global. That's what gives you the global money.
Like we really need this discussion, incremental wealth.
What's the topic of today?
We're talking integrity.
Let's talk about it.
No, that would be for another day.
I say let's talk about integrity. Let's leave what is not the topic.
Yes. Okay, so we're talking about integrity.
Let's please Victor for once.
Because I've been looking for a time to just put the topic up. Go ahead, please. We are talking about integrity. When I started the show, I said when you talk about integrity, it's being honest, having strong moral principles, even when nobody's watching you.
Exactly.
We have people that show the moral principle, but only when they are being watched. But you see, when you have integrity, regardless whether people are there or they are not there, you just understand that this is the assignment and I need to deliver. I was telling somebody during the weekend that, you see, I discovered that nobody will celebrate effort. Everybody's looking out for effort. And over time, being with people, interacting with people, you always see people wanting to be paid for their time. But right now, nobody will even pay you for your time. What result have you brought? So we've talked about here pathway to success. People have the opportunity to work. They have people even invest in their businesses, but absence of integrity made them to either lose the job or the business to fail. So today, while people are busy working, some people celebrate, oh, I'm going to work. They move out from 8 o'clock, they come back 5. Oh, we are done for the day. And for some people, it's an opportunity to just accrue wealth to themselves, to just do all the dubious things. Like they even tell you that, oh, now that you've been made the accountant, it's your time. Oh, make sure that you get all. People sign all manner of documents just to accrue things for themselves. People go against even the ethics or the profession or what is expected of them, just to like satisfy their immediate needs and all of that. But over time, studies, research, experience have proven that you will not last, or you will not succeed, or even if you have attained that by stealing, by accruing wealth, it's just but for a moment. It's just temporal. So let's talk about integrity at the workplace.
When you make integrity something you practice, you will fail. You will fail. People who make integrity a practice are people you have explained already. They see solo and then they try to show that they are working. They see Jemima and they try to show that, oh, we're cleaning because she's the supervisor or he is the head. When you take integrity as something practicable, you will fail. But when you take integrity as who you are, you would succeed. Then you will live it as a life. See, you live it as like I live a life of integrity. Like is once they say, we have been sweeping this floor since, let's mop. It's time to mop. You be like, me, I'm tired. The floor is sparkling already. But the job description says every day you sweep and then mop. So if you practice integrity, my supervisor or the head of my unit is not in town. Why do I have to mop? That's people who practice integrity. But people who take integrity as a lifestyle, they don't care whether the person is dead, alive, not around. They will do it. And you know what? I am a careful observer. Whether at home, whether at workplace, whether I'm giving a mechanic my car to fix, whether someone is ironing for me, whatever people do for me, I observe carefully. If I see the wrongs, it tells me how to deal with the person the next time. There are people who know how to fix cars, but they are dubious doing it. They look at something in your car that is still amazingly strong, so they look for a weaker one and change it. So that you have to come back to them and buy your own part the next time. People like that practice integrity. It's not part of them. There are people that will call you and tell you, I fixed your car, but I saw this other problem. Should we go ahead and fix it? And they are right, and they are truthful. There are people you see, like I was told about a tailor. They said that tailor is excellent, but he will never ever charge you the same way other people are charging. If they are charging 5,000, his is 15. But guess what? If he tells you 12 o'clock on Tuesday, 11:30 your clothes are ready, I would rather patronize such a guy than to go to the 5,000 one and then I have disappointments. What if I want to go out for a wedding? So people must learn to attach integrity or embed integrity within their per second dealings with people. It's very important. When you are not being watched, who are you? When you are being watched, who do you turn out to be? These are the questions we should ask, because people have lost it these days. People have lost it. Integrity is not a watchword anymore. Like you see, a pastor is a human being. But he decided to be more sacred than other people. He decided to be more holy or more righteous or more up there in terms of religiosity. You understand? He's more set apart. Thank you, pastor's daughter. He's more set apart.
Thank God he came from this.
Yes, he's more set apart than engineer. So when you see engineer doing wrong, hey, he's just an engineer. When you see pastor doing wrong,
What?
and he's a pastor. People say that. You see, when the devil is wise, when the devil wants to hit you, he knows who you are, and then he hits you at the best part. He looks at you, wow, this one, she has integrity problem when it comes to money. So let's make them give her that office money. And once you have that money, your salvation will be tested. Some people is women. They are weak with women. Any woman they see, they just want to touch small. So that is why you see when there is an assignment, they just said, okay, Mr. Hassan, you are in charge of these women, for example. And before you know it, he has a testimony, they have testimonies. For some people, it's respect.
Sure.
You know, I hate being disrespected. And you know, when you talk about integrity, it's not something you get, it's something you earn. Why? Because you invest on yourself for people to see the things you can take and things you cannot take, and then based on that they respect you. But there are people who don't care. If you like, be the Equa president. Disrespect is my nature.
Proudly.
Yes. Yes. There are people who don't call Equa president Reverend Stephen. They call him Stephen. I've heard plenty people. Stephen is playing with Equa. He's going this way with Equa. He will fail. And I wish I didn't even go there. Some people say, Ashisha is now general secretary. They are disrespectful in nature. It's who they are. But you know what? Whoever God chooses, even if it's a Samson with the weakness of women, or a David with the same weakness, or Solomon.
He said not this one.
Why gifts?
Or Solomon, or whoever. Do you understand? God knows that you are weak in this area. He knows you are weak in this area. He knows what. But he chose you to be the leader over these people. Guess what? Whether they respect you or they don't, God has that leadership role on top of your head. He has that covering on top of your head. People that will not respect you are not as much as people that will respect you. Driving force. It tells me that, like, I've seen people that are so familiar right now with their leaders. They don't care. There are people that will even greet you and say good morning. They won't add this, sir. They won't add this, sir. Because maybe people are working in groups, you just hear good morning, sir, good morning, sir. That one will just say good morning, will even say morning and pass. Carefully, leaders observe and they know. And you know what? Anything that is coming to be favorable to staff, the leader knows who are on his A list, who are on his B list, and who are on his Z list. He knows. And that's why some people think leaders are more favorable to these people. No, it depends on your level of integrity. Integrity is not worshipping the ground a leader walks on. No, it's not. It's just being loyal to your gift, your calling, your assignment, your roles in the office. Okay, imagine if everybody takes their role seriously in this country. Do you think we will have the problems we have? Crime rates will die out. Prostitution will die out. Because everything you see that is a negativity, government has a force against it. But the force is not duly enforced. That is why you can see all of these things happening and nobody cares.
You know,
the boiling issue this morning is the ban on bikes on the plateau. This thing was banned over 16 years ago or so when Jang was governor on the plateau. So what happened with enforcing that law? I'm not blaming any Okada man or any... No, I'm not blaming. Government said this. How is it supposed to trickle down? You have members of House of Assembly. They are supposed to go back to their constituencies and tell the people, we don't want any bike in this constituency. Because it is now, not governor said, it is now a law, is a policy in this state, is a law. And as a lawmaker, I am not going to allow that in this. But the problem that we often have is government is in a hurry to ban without any other solution to stop. People steal, you ban keke. People steal, you ban Okada. Don't we have one chance? Do they do one chance on bike? No, that's what we call one chance. Is robbery inside taxis. But the taxis are still plying the road. So I think if you want to have integrity, it should be in every ramification. When we talk about people that are following leaders, their integrity, we should also talk about the integrity of leaders.
True.
Because it goes both ways.
In fact, someone said that when you talk about integrity, it's your ability to say something and stand by it, in both words and even your actions. Because there are people that will tell you this, but their action is contrary. Or they say a thing and they don't even keep to what they say. So integrity also entails you saying something and standing by it. So you see, a story was told of a businessman. Currently, is the sole supplier of BMW in Nigeria, Cosmos, Mr. Cosmos. Like the height he has attained currently. Yes, that's the name of the company. Like when he was sharing his stories, he started here in Jos, as he was working with his uncle. One day he went for Bible studies, and then before he came back, his uncle asked him to leave because he left the workshop for Bible study. And he left. He started with his friend. He left Jos. He started with his friend. It didn't work out. Not until he started the company as his own company. That coach Charles is his name and his wife's name. And when he was talking about his success, where he has attained now, he has a lot of companies tied to his name. So many things. And he was talking about his success. He said he must give it to the Japanese. They taught him something. You see, commitment, honesty, he learned it there, and that is why at some point they gave him product even before he paid. So those people that were supplying at that time, if they give you a time frame to pay. So he finds himself even selling before the time frames like elapse. Ordinarily someone would just want to do turnover or to use the money, but he pays them. So they believed, they trusted him, they saw integrity. They saw commitment, they trusted him, and it got to a point that they even give him without a kobo, him signing or giving nothing. And I was just thinking about the whole thing. Like, integrity makes you trustworthy. Integrity opens door for you. When people can trust you at the workplace, like, it throws you up and above. See, you were talking about the fact that even in organization, you see how that leaders place people on A list, B list, Z list, and all. Mostly is tied to how you have proven yourself in terms of integrity. There are people you cannot even trust with confidential information at the office. Maybe you are even the secretary, you have privilege, you know information. Yes. The moment it comes to your desk, you go, Jemima, do you know that? Or before an information is being passed.
Just latest.
Yes, yes. And you know, maybe something that is going to happen next week, but by privilege you saw it, and then you go and tell people, do you know next week there will be seminar, or next week there's going to be a journey. Like, that happens. When it has to do with finance, you have privileged information.
Somebody told me something recently. He said, if they hear it somewhere, you are the one, because I'm not told them. I said they will hear it. I said, me, I can't be quiet. It's difficult to keep a secret. I can't. They will hear it. So it's your merit. It's your merit for not keeping it to yourself. That's your merit. So they will hear it. And the next thing I told his closest friend, and I said, make sure he knows. So he called me and said, this thing you said like you were joking. So I said, that's how I am. If it's a secret, don't tell me. Because me, I have a lot that in the multitude of words.
You know what they will say? I was told in confidence.
There's nothing like confidence. If I'm not supposed to hear it, don't tell me. If I hear it, I will tell it.
I'm telling you this in confidence. The same thing the other person said in confidence. See, at workplace, if you want to succeed, if you want to grow, we must learn integrity.
On Wednesday, she was talking about love.
Yeah.
Somebody told me something about her love life. I will say it on Wednesday. Continue, Jess.
Thank God. So
thank God you'll not be on the show or what?
No, like,
thank God it's Monday.
I'm not the one now that said in confidence.
Did I say the name of the person?
No.
So we hear us.
Yeah. Can't wait for that. Wednesday.
What do you want after the show? Do you want wine? No.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm just, it's just.
We are good.
Jemima, please take over.
So I feel like all
She's
we
really
said,
taking over.
integrity helps if you are able to uphold and then maintain. If you cannot maintain the integrity, then there's no point even starting it, because you're waiting for people that would watch you exhibit your integrity. Yes,
Display it very well, and they can act it.
Yes.
In fact, sorry to cut you. I had an experience. One time we were working, and then it was more like we were done with what we were doing, and we were just sitting back. So when they heard that the Oga was coming in, then the lady told me that, let's go and carry, let's go and say that. I said, why? I've not finished that. He's coming, oh. And I now said, I don't understand that. Did you not see how this person is busy doing as if he's working? Since he's acting, let all of us act. I said, I cannot do this kind of film show. I cannot. And she truly carried broom. She carried the what
Stick?
hand towel and cleaning what we have done already. Because when we did it, the Oga was not there.
But when he comes, he will see that the place is neat.
The person, because everybody's sitting down now, so when he comes, obviously, this person has been working since, or probably this person did the whole thing. I was truly watching that movie, and she acted it well, very well.
So really, if you cannot uphold and maintain it, then for me, I think there's no point starting in the first place. That is why a lot of times you see people making decisions that are not good, because they don't even have that integrity. You see people coming late to work, integrity at work. Today you're late, next month you're late, 6 months later you're still coming late. You're not trying to see that you come early for once. You don't even have integrity to make a rule for yourself and stick by it. So integrity for me is disciplining yourself to be able to do something positive for your own self again. You're not doing it for another person, and then you don't know at what point it will help you. People are watching, just like the GM said. He said he observes very well. You don't know how many people like him are watching you, and one day it stands for you. Because when they are asking for people that have integrity, it's very easy. this lady, she does very well, pick her. And just that thing that he said will open doors that you didn't even think would come for you. Why? Because you are being you're doing well in that little position that you
Jemima,
have
let
gotten.
me before Solo says something, I remember a story. Yesterday I was with a friend, a very senior one. He has a very big facility in Abuja. So he came to Jos yesterday and he said, "Where are you?" I said, "We just finished an event, so I was driving to Rayfield to see an official." So he said, "Let's meet after you have seen that person." So I went to see him. He said something, and I will tell you why I'm saying this. He said, "How's business been? I heard you did this earlier today. This you are trying, blah blah blah." I said, "Yeah, thank you." He said, "So he wanted to see me about this and that and this and that." So they called him from the facility at Abuja. Someone went and stole in the facility, a staff stole in the facility. And then the CCTV camera could not catch the guy. Yes. Because the guy was smart enough to look at the positions where the CCTV are strategically located. Then he avoided these positions. But you know, CCTVs will show you that this person followed this place. So a staff entered one of the offices where there's no CCTV, precisely the gatehouse. So immediately, like, he was coming and the other guy was going out. So he entered and came out and hid that thing there. Looked for it, didn't see it. So later on they found out that it was kept in that place. So they went, they didn't see the stuff. So they called him. He denied. They called the person that was coming out. He said, "Yes, I saw him going in, but I didn't know." So they didn't say anything and they let the guy walk. Do you know what my friend did? He asked the supervisor to go and look at his appointment letter and check where he worked earlier before coming there. So they checked, and when they saw it, they went to that place and asked of the person's integrity.
Oh no.
And then they said he has been stealing for over 6 months. That was why we sent him away. Guess what? They just found out. You see, I am just trying to make this point to anyone watching, that if you have had history of stealing or any wrongdoing at work and you did not erase it, by erasing it I mean you have not stopped and repented and truly stopped, they will find out. If you are looking for a job, they will ask you where you worked earlier. It is important. This is one of the reasons.
And a lot of times they ask why you left.
It's more important than asking where. Some people don't even ask where you worked. They ask why you left.
Yes.
True.
So when you say it, that's when they will ask, "Where was that?" And when you say, "I was working at ABC company," okay. Let me tell you something. Big men have a network that you cannot understand. Today, if I am a big man and I want to reach out to another big organization, if I don't know them, I'll call another friend that is a big man. "Do you know these people?" They Oga was my okay, please tell him I want to talk with him. Then please, can your manager help me with this investigation? Gladly. Because people at that level, they help each other
Yes.
more than the people at the other level. And the people at the other level are thinking that because we scheme things that favor us, we are together. No, you are not. The day that it will blow, this one will tell the truth. This one will tell the truth. This one will tell the truth. So they called him and asked him, "You said you didn't take this thing." "Yes." "Why did you leave that other place?" He said that you people have paid me as if 15,000 naira more than there. That's why I left. But they are still calling me
It's always like that.
to go back there. He said, "They are still calling you." He said, "Yes." So my friend asked, "So what did he say that they're still calling him? So why did he not go back there?" He said that he found a better place and that's why he's staying here. So yesterday he said that he has his signature on the system. He said they should write him today when he comes to work Monday. They should just lay him off and use that signature. So he has lost his job. Guess how much what he stole? Guess how much it was? It was less than 20,000, and his salary is 80,000. You see, greed. Greedy people don't have integrity. Dubious people don't have integrity, and because of greed, I mean, the most atrocities now are committed by people of age 45 downwards. The most atrocity. When you see people that are 50, they are on Gangara, so they are careful. If you see Gangara is slopey, yes, they are on a slopey slope. Slippery, and there is a slippery slope. So if you look at how young people look at life, it surprises me. Oh, forget that, to integrity help.
That's the slang.
Meanwhile, there are young people with integrity that are making 6 figures monthly, and they are sticking by it. They are not flamboyant in their approach to life and pattern. No. You see them regular and normal, but they have 6 figures. I was watching, all of these people that interview stuff. They just asked someone, they said, how much is your rent here in America? The lady said, my rent? I said, yes. She said, I don't rent. Oh, you live with your parents? I said, no, I own a house. If you see her on the street, you know how people just vox pop you. And they said, how much is your house worth? She said, I think she said $8 million or so. So they asked her, what do you do? She said she's into digital trading. She was looking normal with a cup of ice cream. She was licking and was walking on the street. They asked one, they said, like, what's your current account balance? He said, on which account? He looks regular with jeans, and he said, on which account? And then they said, he now said, okay, on my American Express card, I think it's the least, but let me check. He now checked his phone, and then he showed her the balance. 6 figures, millions. He said it's the least. Do you know these people? No, they don't look known. They don't look known. They are just quiet and calculated. They are living their life. They don't want to be on Forbes magazine. They don't want to be anywhere. But you see, these are the kind of people that I watch, and I'm like, yes, that's it. You have millions. Day before yesterday, I came in from Abuja, and I stopped somewhere to get chicken for my children, roasted chicken. And a lady came. She was like almost jumping with her husband. They also came to buy the chicken. Engineer Tony Nakale, the rich man. You say it on TV that you are rich, and I hope she's watching. He said, anytime you're on air, my children want to watch you, because I have a son that likes the way you talk. He said he's learning positivity on life from you. Wow. She was shouting. They paid for my chicken eventually. Yes, almost 20,000. They paid. I was watching. She was just, till I left, she was still shouting. She never, like, I said, madam, is like, he was. So you see, when you have what it takes to tell people and bring them out of what they go through, people respect you.
True.
But young people feel, if I want to be helped, it should not be announced. This is what I mean. You call young people that you want to put them through on something, they won't come. Who is he to teach us? Meanwhile, that person is more knowledgeable in that area, is richer than you, is comfortable in life, but he's just feeling, let him give back. No, I want to learn it on my. Let them not know how I got this. You don't have integrity. Me as I am. Me as I am right now. Why are you surprised? It's a slip of tongue. As I am, solo, there are people I look up to. The decisions they take about their life affects me. How? I have decided that if they go left, I will go left before thinking if it's right or wrong. because I know who these people are. I look up to them like, sir, seriously, not these are. And funny enough, sometimes these people will call me and say, Kai, they want to go into things like that. What do I think? I will laugh. They'll say, no, stop joking. We are in a meeting and you are on speakerphone. And then I will give my advice. And later I will see in the document as advised by. And they will tell me, we did this, and your name came up. We gave you the credit here because you gave us these ideas and we are grateful. But I still look up to them. Even if they tell me, Tony, we are at the same level in this business, in this industry, in this, I say, thank you. But I still look up to you.
Well, you said something earlier when you were talking about integrity. You said it's supposed to be a holistic thing. And I think that's where most of us missed it. Because we think it's a path that you need to pick and you follow. Like you need to pick some and then you follow them judiciously and you leave others. And not forgetting that if you now I'm coming back from where we are standing as Christians. I see integrity as the way of Jesus. I don't know how to put it. It's just as simple as that. It's the way of Jesus, like the way he lived his life. If you check all his lifestyle, everything is just well knitted, and that is what is expected of us. But today, because we are talking work, just narrow it. Yes, we need to pick, right? Okay, let's pick and say, okay, you are working. Why are you working? Why did you apply for the job? To do what? Do you have an appointment letter? Or it's just a verbal agreement? Come and work for me. You have to sweep this, clean this, do this, draw, take care of this gate and the rest, and that's all. Because that's how they are being employed. Already there's an agreement. For just that, you are expected to do what your employment letter says. And because, you see, the reason why I asked, why are you working, is because you saw there's a need and you apply. And the person, based on trust, on what you say, or what your CV is saying, and he's saying, I need to trust this guy with this thing. And you talk about trust earlier when you talk about integrity. There's no integrity without trust. So you are to sit down first and ask yourself, okay, I am there. Am I supposed to clean this table every morning? That means you are to do it whether someone is there or is not.
Even if
What-
he's dead and buried, but you are still working.
You are still, whether they notice or they don't notice. I think the bottom line is like you are doing it unto God. And that's why I attach it with the lifestyle of Christ as a Christian. But it's quite unfortunate, sir, that some people, you will hear them talking and they will tell you, like, I'm looking up to this person because I feel his way of life is something to emulate, it's something worth dying. And then when you check, you find out that in terms of maybe religion, you are not the same faith. Yes, I hear people talk, Christian, and they said the only thing that is missing in this, my boss, is just Christian. That he's not a Christian. You understand? But this is something that is being expected, to see from us. But reverse is the case in most cases, not all. The reverse is the case. Is because we see Christianity more of a liberty, a freedom to just choose what we want to do and how we want to do, and forget anything you give your word and you don't do it. Integrity is not there.
Sambo Sulomo, integrity makes one dependable. Like I've seen and I've read, I've listened to stories of successful people. There will definitely be bad breaks, but eventually you also have good breaks. Like I'm yet to see someone that holds on to God,
Mm.
that has integrity, that fails. That's why I said earlier, you might have bad breaks, challenges will come,
Mm.
but eventually that truth you hold on to or you held on to will come out and it will pay way for you. Integrity makes you dependable. We've seen how people from the gates became head of an organization. We've seen instances of people that from cleaning, because of how diligent they were with it, because of how they hold on to integrity, like they got promotions. And people need to understand that, see, you might be doing it and people will look at you as being foolish. That, see, you're not compromising. So you're just foolish. And then you might decide to just lose out and just leave it and just do what every other person is doing. You cannot succeed like that. Stay true to your commitment. Commitment, loyalty. Like, loyalty is not sycophancy that you just lie down for people to climb and pass. What is the calling? What is the job? What is the requirement? How diligent are you about it? Oh, let's allow it slide. After all, nobody will find out. So you allow it. There are certain things you do that you know that nobody will find out and nothing will happen. But it is integrity that will make you not to do those things.
Or even say you did it.
Oh yeah, you know,
Because
one thing with
nobody is short of making
integrity
mistakes.
is taking responsibility.
Yes.
Nobody
yes.
is making. You
True.
can make a mistake. Who doesn't make a mistake?
one.
Even the person that is setting rules and laws, he makes mistakes.
True.
They say if pencils have erasers, so human beings can make mistakes.
Yeah.
It's not the reason. Because there is an eraser, so feel free to make mistakes. No, should you make, there is an eraser, clean it, correct it, and move on. But you know what? There are people that will mess up big time. No CCTV, nobody watching, only God. And because it was only you and God that were there when you were messing up, you come up and say, I am not aware, I don't even know. You are saying that me and God are not aware.
Because you know he won't come down.
No. You just said that yes, God was there. I was there, but we didn't do it. God, is it not so? We didn't do it. That's what you said. Because he's not there to say anything, and you are his representative at that time. So you say, two of us were there. We just heard the sound, something broke. We came out, it was broken. Me and God, we didn't know. So you are lying on top of God's head.
People will even swear in the name of God.
That's another degree of lying.
They didn't do something.
That's another degree of lying. Where you swear and you don't go back to unswear. That swear will stay on your head though. You know?
Do you know we have people like that at work? That you see, integrity is taking responsibility for your action, having respect for even your team members. You did something, like how some people say Gabwa, Fili, but how that this person for the first time correctly, but you see how the person will deny.
So something good can come from Basa local government.
Jama'a.
All Basa supporters are like, this month we are not supporting Equity. We are failing, we are sorry, we are sorry, we are sorry.
So you see people at workplace that you know that the last person that took this cup was Jemima, and then the next time you are seeing it, you saw it broken, and you are asking, this person denies and even makes you feel like the one that is the wicked person or the liar or accuser, and you're just wondering, like, you picked this an hour ago, and then I just came back to it. This was not how it was. The person will tell you this was how I carried it. That's not integrity. Integrity is taking responsibility. Like, we work with people, whether we like it or not, we see some of these behaviors, and there are people that will come to, oh sorry, I couldn't do this, but I'm going to do it and ensure that. And there's this set of people that will come, they don't take responsibility for their actions at all. It is always one, if they are not defending their mistake, they are trying to point fingers or they are trying to push blames. You don't have integrity when you cannot take responsibility. Like the GM said, see, all of us are prone to mistake. Nobody is a perfect human being. But when you fall, don't lie down there and remain there. See, you can be helped when you have integrity. People can recommend you and make referrals when you have integrity. I have a side craft, and there are other people that I know that do the same thing. There are times that I'm being called upon. If I can't do it, I refer them to other people, maybe because of time. But there are certain people that do the same thing that I can never make referral, because it will not just affect them at the end of the day, it will affect me. And there are people that I do not know that I've been working with, but the only reason they come to me was because somebody say, go to Joyce, somebody go to this person. See, integrity will make you trustworthy, will make you dependable. People will always reach out to you. When what are you known for?
And even when you are no more, people would continue to talk about that integrity you have.
I watched.
Why did you choose no more?
I watched a clip of someone who stood on someone's grave.
That example.
Who watched it? This woman was very wicked. I can't come here and be lying. Very wicked human beings. It's not Nigeria. I think it's all of these Ugandans or South Africans or so. So she was wicked. That a lot of things went wrong when she was alive. He said a lot of things. He said, thank God today she's dead. Thank God. Yes, on the graveside. Oh, I don't know why I didn't save that clip. It was so funny. So some people will stand up when you die, they will tell the truth. But you rarely find people say this person was this bad. They will say he was good. He was that, lying
as
on top
in
of
our
their
culture. Nobody want to. It looks like if you say anything bad about
the person will stand up and slap you.
It's because that kind of lifestyle, there's a way it irritates me, and that's the reason why I said if today I'm no more, I don't feel like people should come and say anything. Because that's when you see
if I
people
decide really die, there's no opportunity like that, because there's no funeral service for me. See, I have said it. Honestly, I've said it several times. If I'm no more today, you hear that this one is no more. If you can bury me immediately, do it. Don't gather people to say he was this. People come and lie through their teeth. People that hated you, never loved you, never supported you. Do you know that people that ask you for help the most are people who don't support what you do?
Yes. Yes.
So I don't want anybody come to go to hell because I died. No, just leave me. I don't want service or song. I don't want that. It's me, Shay. It's me. It's not you. If you die, you want to die, go and die and tell people what you want. But me, I don't want service of song. I don't want anything. If you want to go greet my family, greet people, but don't come and say he was this. I don't want it. Bury me quietly.
It's amazing how life is. Like, lately the death of one musician has been everywhere, and funny enough, I was just reminiscing and I was just thinking through, this person has been doing videos saying a lot of
I
things.
didn't even know that guy.
He
was
sang
my son
song
that
and
posted
said a
him.
lot of things.
So I thought he was a dancer because he was dancing. So I asked, I said, who is this? When he mentioned the name, I said, Nigerian artist. They said yes. I said, are you sure? I said, he has not done anything. He said, no, Daddy, he has this song. I said, this song? He said, yes. I said, no, I'm not sure. So I browsed the song and I saw that it was true. He was the one. But after he died, his platform skyrocketed.
Yeah, he was topping.
Millions of people started following a dead man.
Look at the donations. Look at the. In fact, I saw a
God
video
forbid.
about the casket and then how much they paid at the morgue. Like 1 point, how many? Like, look at how. I now saw the video of him crying for help.
There was
saw
nobody.
a statement he wrote about this person is after me. Tried to. Nobody did anything, but
There
look
was
at
nobody.
look at how life is. But honestly, we need to stay true to what we believe in.
Just like they said, a man dies of hunger, and at his funeral, people ate and threw food away.
True. So stand true to what you believe. If you are a Christian, you believe in God.
And there
Hold
are
on to
people
it.
also that are hungry, but pride will not let them say it.
Actually.
You've not met people like that. People come to work, they don't have transport. They would rather trek
Yes.
than to say it. Why? Because you have shown people this is who you are. When as a matter of fact, you are not half that person. So
Fake
you
life.
can't. I was telling someone recently, somebody called me and asked for 50,000. I was like, are you serious? He said, it's me. I said, let's do a video call. He said, Tony Abubu Asunsaya Mufa. Like things have stopped for me. This was someone, I think in his life he had given out, over 10 cars. What is 10 self? Money plenty. Call he say, Gaskia, I'm in Abuja. I can't even fuel my car to come back. As I'm talking to you, my last child is supposed to be going to SS3. He said he's still at home. First time I started. I said, wow, is this you? He said, yes. He said, let's do a video call. And I saw him, I was talking. So, see, if the Bible is talking about humility, be regular. Be regular. There are people that will meet you. They'll be like, is this you? What else were you expecting? A dinosaur or something. It's me. It's me. Some people are like, wow, is this you? Like somebody told me yesterday, he said, is it you that I listened to on a particular radio? I said, yes. He said, wow. He said, he was also looking at me. So I was stepping back, he was stepping forward. I was stepping back. So I just looked for people to come around. So people just came around. We stood together. And Uncle didn't say anything. I said, yes, it was me. You know, people expect that when they hear you, when you are coming, you should wear agbada and be doing, and some people be like, move away. No. Whoever you are in this life, I have realized this from a younger, like when I was way younger, there is no one single human being on earth that will not need help. Jesus came, walked this earth, needed help. That's why he was calling Peter, calling Abraham, calling Moses, calling Isaac to be his disciples. Did you know that Abraham?
This Tangane version. So sorry, I was slip of tongue. Sorry, I was slip of tongue.
End the show.
Some people, say they pass through that seminary, right?
Sorry, I was slip of tongue.
You don't know, Joyce.
We're talking about integrity.
Yes. And one of the best
Check Ekwa history.
seminary in Ekwa is in my village.
Wow.
It may not look nice, but it's in my village.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm happy to hear that.
The general secretary of Ekwa now is a product of that seminary. The immediate past president of Ekwa is a product of that seminary. Don't play.
Who am I?
They play.
Humble at your feet.
I know the seminary.
You don't have to call me. Let's keep it on the DL.
Samuel, what annoys you about
why do you always like to start with me?
why are you violent?
People start coming to this show with knives and pepper spray and Jesus.
What annoys you about it?
Why don't you start? Okay.
Yes, she should start.
And then we follow.
Joyce, what annoys me the most about people is when you don't have a single iota of respect or integrity, or you are angry when people look down on you. It annoys me the most. What did you plant that you are expecting a harvest? Nothing. So if you want people to respect you, start doing what would make people respect you. Earn it. Don't ask for it.
It's really annoying to see how people have expectations of someone or from someone in terms of integrity, but they don't have. So when you go back to their own office, while you're looking at the head in terms of integrity, you are also lagging far behind. So while you're having that expectation, work on you.
Amazing.
And then people don't give their
now
best.
They're rushing to talk.
People don't give their best, but they expect more in terms of work. Someone comes late, someone is not productive, but he wants to be paid way more than what is required. So people don't give their best, but they expect more.
Well, I hate people pretending. Like you see people like pretending that they have integrity in this and this and this and this particular area.
They saw
And
cloth with shoulder pad.
Thank you so much for doing
It's
this.
not done.
We are not done.
I'm good.
Okay,
Are
thank
you
you.
sure?
Yeah.
Thank
I have
you.
something to say. I shouldn't say it. Okay, end the show.
No, I didn't say you should not say it.
No,
Say
end
it,
the show.
please.
Since you are more
I
afraid
still
of Ina,
cherish my job. Please
since you are
go
more
ahead.
afraid
I
of
can add 30
MCR
minutes.
than me,
I can add 30 minutes. I'll just beg
you and
Reverend
the person
Silas.
in MCR are in trouble today. For him not doing anything, you are in trouble.
Don't worry, I can add 30 minutes. I'll just beg Reverend Silas.
You don't have integrity.
I'll,
Even if you have, is outside the show. And we are yet to find out.
Thank you.
Having integrity on this show is to close.
Thank
Leave
you
5
very much.
minutes for it.
Well,
Yeah.
because we spoke about integrity, we need to respect our time. And even afterwards. So, see, the world will not celebrate your effort. If it's by effort, you will stay and get tired. What the world is looking out for is results. So, while you work, while you do business, ensure that you give results. Stay true to integrity, and it will surely pave way for you. Until we come your way tomorrow, same time, you have a blessed day. Bye.